Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer courtesy of Jonathan. Thank you so much. And I have this paper somewhere. Yes, this is the last hazy of the bunch. I believe I have one more beer left. And so this is from Belleflower. Belleflower is out of Portland, Maine. Belleflower, Portland, Maine. I didn't know they were out of Portland, Maine. Cool. This beautiful label, beautiful, like, kind of like just cool vibes. There's like cool vibes, but instead of getting hazy IPA, no cool vibes. Depending how tasty it is. This is a collaboration actually with Mortalis, one of the famous breweries out of New York, one of the highest untapped rated breweries. This is canned literally about a month ago, so you can't get fresher than that. It is dominant on oats, malted flaked oats, and then citra. A lot of citra in here. A lot of chunkies in here as well, if you couldn't see. So it's very, this is dumb pale. Like, this is not beer pale. So they must have used a dumb amount of oats. One of the tricks I learned was that if you use like a really insane amount of oats, you actually make a beer that doesn't look like beer. Like, literally, this looks like lemonade. Yeah, this looks like lemonade, hazy lemonade, almost like pink lemonade, but like not quite pink. This looks like hazy lemonade. There's little chunky chunkies in there. So this yeast hops. Who knows what it is? Using all kinds of citrus products. Let's hope this one's tasty. Lots of the hazies that I've gotten from Jonathan. A little bit peachy, a little bit rosy, a little bit green, get a little bit of spice, kind of like earthy green maraschino character. A little bit of just like gummy, like gummy candies, pear gummies, pear, stone fruit. But yeah, a little bit of that gummy fruit kind of thing. Like if you could smell like Jolly Rancher, what was it, Jolly Rancher gummies? Yeah, Jolly Rancher gummies and like gummy bears, like sort of, yeah, that kind of like light candy-ish kind of fruit aroma. Pretty nice and drinkable. It's a really nice, light and drinkable double IPA. Mm, very interesting. So up front, despite the citra, I'm getting mostly like what I would describe as like galaxy vibes. I don't know, whatever. The point is, it is mostly very melony. I get sort of sits with the color of the beer, but I get a lot of like honeydew. Yeah, that's one, honeydew. Very honeydew forward. Honeydew, gummies, gummy worms, bubblegum. This is really nice, kind of like white peach. Yeah, white peach. Honeydew, white peach, pear gummy worms or pear Haribo gummy bears. A little bit candy character, a little bit of like ripe white fruits. It's very like light. This is not a dripping beer, not a very fleshy beer. You know, sometimes you get like mango and like orange juice or orange concentrate, right? It's very like spritzy, kind of not quite like oily, but like lighter fruits, right? So white and green fruits. Yeah, white and green fruits for sure. Very good, like honeydew for sure. Like tons of that, and peaches for days. White peach for days, like hard, crunchy white peaches. Yeah. Malt is this is oat based beer. So what happens when you make these oat based beers? Sometimes they put oat creamy, but then sometimes there's a lack of malt. Like there is very little malt in here compared to most hazy IPAs. This is what oats do. They're just stripped. Like it is so naked. It literally has this like less than bread character. It is like what is it? Oat cakes. What a Quaker sells is oat cakes and oatmeal. Like it's just the palest, like doughy, light, uncooked raw dough. Right. That's like sort of what you get. Because you bake it, you get bread. But if you don't bake it, it's kind of raw, kind of like uncooked dough kind of thing. Sure. Instead of dried pasta, fresh pasta, right? That kind of like light doughy note. Very doughy note. No bitterness to speak of it at all. Water profile is quite nice. I don't really get any noticeable kind of like chalkiness. This is pretty good. It's A very drinkable double IPA, a hazy double IPA. A little bit of rosy impression, but this might be one of the best ones that he sent actually. So it's very drinkable. I like how light it is. Doesn't really do anything that I want or you know go crazy over. No, but it does a lot of good things. You know, it has really good hop flavor. No, anytime you go, no hop burn, no chalkiness. You're crushing it. So it's a very tasty kind of like it's almost like an imperial wheat ale, but instead of wheat, you're doing oats, and it's got really nice kind of like light, pretty kind of like. Again, I like the nuance. I like sometimes when the hoppy beers aren't dripping and sexy. Sometimes they can be passion fruit, and mangoes, and pineapples, are ripe and ripping. It's nice to go sometimes the other way, where it's like crunchy white peaches and honeydew and just like light kind of like candy notes to it, but like gummy bears and Haribo and gummy worms and a little bit of rosy character. Yeah, it's a nuance that I like. So it's fun to have these differences. Honestly, I prefer probably a big, sexy, juicy one with this combined. I think that would be a nice kind of like combination where you sort of get the best of two worlds, where you can have like a little bit of nuance, a little bit of complexity, but also like just all the ripping fun parts too, right? Like what we enjoy out of hazy IPA. The malt, it's all right. I mean, I think you do a little bit more. Excuse me, I think you can add a little bit more malt complexity to this beer. It is really just very very light. Like you're going to the lowest. Like I think you actually with all this flaked oats and malted oats character, you're actually going lower on malt character than you can go with your lowest pilsner malts. Like you're going lower than malt in my mind. At least what's what I taste and see. I see it for sure, but what I taste, maybe same. Maybe we can get somewhere similar. It's not the same kind of experience. Pretty tasty beer. This one for me gets a solid rating. It is a 91. 91. Yeah, it's a very good beer. 91. Um, Antheia's Ascent. I didn't even mention at the beginning of the video. I'm sorry about that. Antheia's Ascent. Antheia's Ascent. Until next time, guys. Cheers later.